I have no words to describe that performance today. Basically, congratulations, Brighton. First things first. I thought Roberto De Zerbi's team were absolutely amazing today. Totally deserved, totally outplayed us, as I've obviously said in the title. That was bad today. That was really, really bad. Now, I know there's been a lot of performances where you can say that we haven't been at it. Someone was really going to batter us today, and that was Brighton. I actually, if you obviously watched if you obviously watched the match preview, I did actually say that I did actually think Brighton would beat us today. I said I thought they would win 2-1. I didn't think we would win 3-0, but I've just got to say that this man now needs our support because he looks like a broken man right now. He looks like a broken man. That was probably the worst performance under Jurgen Klopp. If you want to be brutal, you want to be honest, that was the worst performance under Jurgen Klopp. I mean, look at him. He's obviously praying to the fans there. He just looks like a broken man. He just looks like a broken man. But anyway, Brighton 3, Liverpool 0. Yeah, as I've said, well done to Brighton. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also turn the bell notifications on. And we'll have a wee discussion. We will have a wee discussion about this as well. So let me just see that. Let me just say hello to a few people. I will be only doing a solo show tonight, just to obviously let people know. I do want to have just do a solo show. I'll be honest, I've not had the best day. I had to cancel my watch along for the Manchester Derby earlier. Obviously, just unforeseen circumstances. People have probably seen on Twitter why I had to cancel it, but I had to cancel that, so that was a bit annoying. And then obviously Liverpool lose 3-0, so it's not been the best day. It has not been the best day. Hello, Jersey boy. I hope you're good. Sorry, mate. It is going to be only a solo show, I'm afraid. Jordan, what's really going on with our club? Some teams come to the end of a cycle. I'm wondering if we've come to the end of the cycle with this team. You can talk about injuries. You can talk about lack of midfield. Defensively, like we just were shocking today. And I've literally as I've said, I have no words to describe that performance because it was absolutely awful. Elevators up, everybody. Absolutely disgrace the way we played. Klopp said it himself that it was the worst we played under him. Yeah, I have to echo those words. I thought that was the worst performance. Now, as I said at the start, we have lost like 7-2 to Villa before. I think we've been beaten quite a few times by a few teams, but that was the worst of the lot. That was definitely the worst of the lot. But as I said, congratulations to Brighton. I'm still annoyed that Ox is starting over Carvalho. Klopp yelling at that journalist. He can for sure uses his money for the transfer market because we need 3 midfielders. It's time for FSG to go. Well, if you watched the show yesterday, the show about FSG, there was a lot of things said in that, which I think probably most people will probably look at that and say, yeah, lack of investment, definitely. But as I said, Jurgen Klopp for me is a broken man. And I think he's either going to do two things. Either he walks, or either he basically just leaves by mutual consent, because FSG have hung him out to dry. And I don't care what anybody says, FSG have hung him out to dry. They really have. I don't know what Carvalho has done to not get a start. Yeah, I don't know either. I really don't know. I'm now thinking he potentially gets a move in January. I don't think he does. I don't think he does. I mean, look, we have to brush ourselves off and go against Wolves in the FA Cup. Now we should not be in the FA Cup, and I got a lot of stick by saying that we should not have been in the FA Cup. But if you look at that game against Wolves, we were shocking in that game as well. So it's just today papered sort of over the cracks that have really been sort of happening all season. Defensively abject. If it wasn't for Alisson again, now I know we've had a very, very poor game, and obviously we'll get into the stats and obviously the figures and obviously the team lineup. Brighton outplayed us. Brighton absolutely outplayed us today, and I will go through the stats. I will go through the stats obviously when I've gone through the comments as well. But as I said, please do hit that like button, and also please do subscribe if you are new. We are 30 away, I think, from 2.3k. So slowly building, Look, hi, hello, hope you're all right. Hello, Sportcat1. So you're, I mean. That is the game next Saturday, lunchtime. Sportcat is Liverpool-Chelsea. Yeah, yeah, definitely. How are you disappointed? Carvalho not playing? Yeah, I am disappointed. Carvalho's not playing. What we're meant to see? Yeah. Of course you're meant to be. I knew we would lose with 3-0. Shocking. Yeah, and actually, from a lot of Liverpool fans, Jack, Connor, Ricky, Luke. Most of them actually said we would lose to Brighton, including myself. I just had the feeling that something was going to happen today, and it obviously did. Never mind. Evening, Douglas. Evening, all. Rotten day for Merseyside in general. Yeah. I mean, I have a question for the chat. Who gets sacked first? Brendan Rodgers, Frank Lampard, or David Moyes? Because I ain't putting Klopp into this, because there's no way Klopp gets sacked. There's no way. I'm never going to be Klopp out. I am never going to be Klopp out. I'm never going to be a Klopp out. No, definitely not, Sportcat. Definitely not. Brian is in. I went 3-1, Brian, but still surprised how bad we were. We were shambolic. I mean, I didn't obviously see the game because obviously, it wasn't really on any sort of TV. So I was listening on the radio. That was poor. That was very, very poor. I heard from a lot of people saying that apparently we gave the ball away way too much. It just wasn't great. It just was not great at all. I didn't expect us to go to Amex today. Look, James, I have to be honest. I don't think anybody did. I think people probably expected us to lose. Let me just say that. I think people expected us to lose, but I didn't expect 3-0. Did not expect 3-0. Let me just say that. We're getting worse every game. It's very worrying now. We look like a team that's just met each other. That's how bad it is, Jay. That's how bad it is, Shay. We look like a team that is really, really bad. It looks like a team that's just met each other. It was really, really bad today. I mean, how often were they getting down like our left hand side? Or sorry, right hand. Sorry. Yeah, down their left, down our right hand side. Like that has always been our big problem is our right hand side, and I'm still convinced. Jordan Henderson. I don't like to sort of get scapegoats in this team, but Henderson was shocking, and I think there needs to be a serious conversation about that new contract that he got, because his legs are gone. Yep, sorry, his Jersey boy will be. I'm concerned in the next couple of days some big change could come in that we might not like Klopp sacked. Or that is my worry. That is my worry elevator. That is my main worry. Is that might potentially happen. That might potentially happen. I really hope not, though. I really hope not. Hello, John. Hope you're good. Brian saying hello to Henry. Hope everything is okay. It's been a bit of a difficult day. Let me just say that. It has been a bit of a difficult day. This was way worse than Brentford. Yeah, absolutely. Brentford, I can understand that they have a very, very good home record. Brighton don't really have a very good home record. Let's be honest. I was speaking to the lovely Chloe on Thursday evening, and even she said that their away form is better than their home form. much better than their home form. So that was good. Oops, daisy. Held on transfers. Europa League or Conference League next season. What do you think? I said last night I don't want to go be in the Europa League, and I certainly don't want to be in the Conference League. If we are to rebuild, I think a season out of Europe would be very, very good. Because we all know what happened the last time we were out of Europe. We actually managed to get top 4 in that season, but we have gone from a club that was fighting all 4 fronts last season, from almost quad to almost basically out of the top 4 race. We're 10 points behind Manchester United. That is embarrassing at this stage in the season. It's just like the old days. No one can seem to beat Brentford and Brighton away. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That is indeed. I hope everything is great. As I've said, I have been better, John. I've been better. It's definitely the end of the cycle. That's fine and normal if you react properly. The worry is it's the end of an era. It does feel like that. It does feel like that. It feels like that sort of team that we sort of were building from sort of 2018, 2019 to sort of 2021, 22. It's just it just feels stale. Just something isn't right. Something isn't right, and it's not great. That's not great. Hi, Paul. Hi, Douglas. Hope you're well. Klopp looks done in. I think he will walk. I would not be surprised if he walks or does the honourable thing and basically says to FSG, that's it. Because, as I said, I think they've hung them out to dry. I think they have. Where do you go from here? Top 4 race now becomes more interesting. It does, but we've just got to keep going on. But we have a few very tricky games coming up. Chelsea on Saturday is going to be very interesting because they're conceding goals for fun. Joe Felix has just been sent off as well, so he won't be playing against Liverpool. I'm worried. I'm really, really worried, chat. I am really, really worried. Top 4 has got 100%. By some sort of fluke, we managed to get in 2021, especially with all the defensive injuries. But no midfield signings since Thiago. And obviously, we got Arthur Melo, didn't we? I mean, there's rumours linking us with Ruben Neves again. Like, just stop. Because I am resigned to the fact that we are not getting any midfielders. We're not getting anyone else in this January transfer window. Let me just say that. Top for me: Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United, Newcastle. Yeah, I can see that. Potentially, maybe Spurs, but we'll never see. FSG have thrown Klopp under the bus. You can blame Klopp if he walked away from this, and Klopp is the only man. Yes, that is the thing. Klopp is the only man who can turn this around. Absolutely. Klopp has, let's be honest, Klopp has overachieved. He overachieved with this Liverpool side, battling a fantastic side in Manchester City for a number of seasons. And yet they looked pretty average today against Manchester United. Although, let's be honest, I think we have to be honest, Man United did deserve to win. But there was a very, very debatable offside decision. So you never know. Same for Cat. The only way to fix it has been money, so sale needs to happen as soon as possible. Yeah, absolutely. It certainly does. To say it nicely, none of your players have heart, hunger, or commitment. You're playing like we were pre-Eric Ten Hag. I think you're right, Reese. I think you are right. I looked at that game today, and your players were definitely playing for their manager. Definitely. You may actually wonder, well, is Pep sort of potentially coming to I don't think Pep's coming to the end of his tenure at City, but it's not good. It's not good. Even Reece well done earlier against Manchester United. Remember I said last night they were going to lose. We conceded at least 3 goals. I think you said 3-1, didn't you? I think you said 3-1. Thoughts on winning the derby? Hey James, appreciate that. Thank you. Lampard. Yeah, I think Lampard's on a sticky. Although I have to say, maybe David Moyes could be on his way out. could be on his way out. Lampard, Klopp will walk, in my opinion. Brian Moyes says, Brian Moyes. Sorry, Brian. Brian Morrissey says Moyes. James says David Moyes. Graham Potter. I think Potter will get till the end of the season. I think he'll get to the end of the season. I think he's getting in. I mean, is he getting his players in? I mean, let's be honest. Todd Bowley is playing FIFA/Football Manager with the amount of players that he's bringing in, isn't he? Yeah, Lampard, Moyes. Absolutely fantastic, mate. That performance will take us forward. Shane O'Donnell says Lampard. Good evening. Wow, now to Brian. I'm stunned you're this bad. Yeah, well done, Luke. A good win over Leicester. Are Leicester in a relegation battle? Yes, I think they are. I think they are. That first goal was just... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Matip had a very poor game today. We'll get into the team very shortly. Lampard going first. I'm going with Moyes or Lampard. Both Potter says Bowley. Close to $500,000. They will keep him for now. Yeah. Lucas says big up everyone. El Scouser is in. Should have been 3-0 after 10 minutes. Never mind 90. Moyes is not getting sacked as Zildon transfers. If he does not turn it around, he will. I watched the first half and we simply couldn't get out of our half. The fact we only had about 38% of the ball against Brighton shows how downhill we have gone. Brighton can start aiming for Europe. That's if they keep up this kind of form. Definitely. Everyone gets sacked eventually. Klopp looks defeated in the same bollocks we call excuses as rival fans, for example, is getting irritable and now apologetic tweets from your players embarrassing. Yeah, it is indeed. Brian in the first game at Anfield played like they did today and we somehow got away with it. Yeah, absolutely. I seriously think Klopp won't get sacked, but he walks in the summer. We may end up with no Europe next season. Agilos, thank you very much for tuning in. I see you're an Olympiacos fan. Maranaka's best owner. I mean, fair play to Forest, fair play to Olympiacos. Thank you very much for tuning in. Guys, if you are new, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. I would very much appreciate it. Brentford's understandable, Brighton was unacceptable. Evening, Andrew, hope you're good. This reminds me of the 2021 season, but this crisis is much worse than that one. Well, let's have a chat about the stats, shall we? So, Brighton, 16 shots, 9 on target, 62% possession, 635 passes, 87% pass accuracy, 8 fouls, 1 yellow card, 0 red cards, 4 offsides, 7 corners. Our only corner was in the 91st minute. That sums it up. We didn't have a corner for 91 minutes. Embarrassing. Liverpool, 6 shots, 2 on target. 2? I can't even remember there being even 2 on target. 38% possession, 391 passes, 82% pass accuracy, 15 fouls, 3 yellow cards, 0 red cards. Mudryk to Chelsea, here we go, according to Fabrizio Romano. Just seen that come up there. Chelsea. Wow. 2 offsides and 1 corner. And Liverpool are now down to 9th place. Yeah. 9th place. We are under Fulham, Brighton, and Brentford. And Tottenham, Newcastle, Man United, Man City, and Arsenal, and so on. 9th place. And we're only... Let me just see that. We are closer to the relegation zone than we are to the top of the table. That is embarrassing. 6 defeats. Do you know, from the 18-19, 2021, 21-22 season, there was 6 defeats between those 3 seasons. We have 6 defeats this season. So something's clearly gone wrong. It really, really has. We need 5 first-team players, massive investment. Can we do that without selling? I'm not so sure. I am not so sure. I don't think we can. I don't think we can. Oh God! Don't mention Real Madrid. Yeah, that could get tasty. That could get tasty. The only race Liverpool are in is the race stable of Chelsea from a United fan looking down. Yeah. No, fair play. Fair play. You were in this position last season where we were battering you at Old Trafford and Anfield and all these places. And yeah, you now have a very, very good manager in Erik ten Hag, so fair play. Fair play to you. The only way, in my opinion, they play UEFA Champions League next season is if we win the Champions League. We ain't winning the Champions League. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced we could win the Champions League. I'm not convinced at all. We started to go into decline the year after we won the league. FSG didn't bag Klopp in transfer windows since we won the league. FSG need to sell up fast. Yeah, 100%. The likes and subscribe. Absolutely, James. Yes, absolutely. Also, look at 2005. We were terrible in the league, but won the UEFA Champions League. Could we do it again? What was that? 18 years on. It's very, very unlikely at this moment in time, but you never know. You never know. We did. Man United were amazing today. City were average. Yeah, they were. I thought they were. I thought they were average. Pep was that Champions League. Yeah. Why do you think Klopp can fix this? Went to shit for him at Dortmund and he bailed. As I said, Andrew. As I said, he's been left held out to dry by FSG. He has. He has. And if Klopp and Pep realises just how much competition exists in the league, when United and Arsenal, for example, actually build teams and managers back into the I mean, Chelsea are spending what 300 million in this window already. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It really, really is. Potter's yes, thank you. Potter has no say in transfers to Chelsea. 100% agree. It's all Todd Bowley. It's all the Chelsea board. That for me is right. That for me is right. Chris is raging right now with the Leicester loss. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Brendan Rodgers is a man under pressure. Leicester have 12 defeats this season. 12. That is more than Leeds United. That is more than Nottingham Forest. That is more than Crystal Palace. That's more than Aston Villa. Like that is terrible. That is really, really bad. Southampton, I still think, are staying up on a different note. That's a big win for them. Big win for them. United and Arsenal have won nothing yet under Ten Hag or Arteta. No, they haven't. But if we're I suppose Arteta won the FA Cup, didn't he? He won the FA Cup as a manager. I forgot about that. WordPress today was like Letitia for them, Reese. Wow. 3 teams going down, in my opinion. Southampton, Everton, and Bournemouth. Yeah, Bournemouth are sort of sliding into that relegation zone, aren't they? We're getting Mudryk unbelievably. Wonder if we can save our season. You guys just spending. Because I think Todd Bowley realizes what he did to take over Chelsea, spent his bend, and Liverpool can't compete with that. They cannot compete with that. Ten Hag is close to a trophy, depending on a semi-final. We're overachieving, but look better on the field coach-wise. Arsenal just won FA Cup under Arteta, but look hungry. Arsenal fans right now. You have to say what job De Zerbi is doing. Yeah, he has left off where Graham Potter left off at Brighton. Potter leaves Brighton, goes to Chelsea. De Zerbi comes in, and he's been fantastic. He has been really, really fantastic. So, yeah, hats off to him. Yeah, he was. He's a vital player if you get him involved. I think if Arsenal win tomorrow, the title race is over. Ooh. If Arsenal win tomorrow, the title race is over. Interesting. Let's have a look. So if Arsenal win tomorrow, bearing in mind Man United got a game in hand. Man United do have a game in hand against Crystal Palace. Although having said that, Arsenal have got a game in hand against Manchester City. What's that? 8 points. 8 points behind with. Yeah, 8 points would be a big lead. 8 points would be a big lead, let's just say. It would be a big lead. He's clear Potter, James, yeah, definitely. No league title, Champions League, yeah, talk after, yeah, absolutely. Second shot on target was Harvey when he pulled it wide right. Yeah, I'll get into the team in a minute. You're getting battered by Real Madrid if you play like this. If I'll be yeah, definitely. I agree, Reece. The football they play is very enjoyable. 13 points off the bottom. Yeah, it's not good, is it? Champions League is a different animal, to be fair. That's different. Everton still has 4 competitions to compete only English club. You may win a UEFA Champions League, Premier League on the club, but the cycle is done, in my opinion. Ours is just beginning. Alan, I'm so pissed off. As we said last night, fighting for a place in the top 10 at best now. Yeah. Yeah, I think we are, Alan. To be honest, I think we are. They're excellent under him, James. Yeah, the fact we're below Brentford and Fulham just shows how poor we've been. If I had said to you guys back in August, Liverpool near mid-January would be ninth, you would all think I was on the sherry. I can't fully understand what's wrong with Liverpool this season. It's just really, really bad. Really, really bad. Football mate, we all appreciate the banner, but there are glaring problems with your club deeper than money. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly. We won the trophy, so can top of it. United have won nothing so far under Ten Hag. It's a conversation for 3 years' time. I think Man United FC could do it this season, win the Premier if they carry on like they are. Yeah, they do look good. They do look good. Let's have a look at the starting lineup then. So, a lot of people were saying on the preview that they wanted a bit of change. They wanted a bit of sort of a different formation. Now, we're at 4-3-3 again. For me, the 4-3-3 is done. I think we can just simply say the 4-3-3 is done. So today's lineup was Alisson Becker in goal, Andy Robertson, Ibrahim Konate, Joel Matip, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Fabinho, Thiago, Jordan Henderson. I will get to Henderson in a minute. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Gakpo, and Salah. Now, I saw a lot of people criticising Gakpo. It's only his second game. It is only his second game in a Liverpool shirt, and you're criticising him. There are bigger problems than criticising one player. Definitely. I mean, from the game I heard today, Alisson did keep us in the game again. Alisson Becker is Liverpool's player of the season by an absolute mile. An absolute mile. Look how many times he has basically saved us this season from basically not losing like 5s or 6s or 7s, because Alisson Becker, for me, he's still a fantastic goalkeeper. Let me just say that he is still a fantastic goalkeeper. Where would we be without him? Let me just say that. Trent, Mitoma, I have to give hats off to Mitoma. That was a fantastic performance from Mitoma. And we saw at the World Cup what he could do, Mitoma. We saw what he could do at the World Cup. Today, he tore Trent Alexander-Arnold a new one. I mean, Solly March did the same to Andy Robertson, let's be honest. But Mitoma was fantastic today. Really, really good. And obviously, Alexander-Arnold did get a booking as well for his troubles, has to be said. Matip had a shocker. No, it's not the first time I've said Matip's had a shocker, because Brentford, he was pretty bad as well. Today, though, his passing was off. His mistake led to the first goal as well. I don't know what he's trying to do. Basically trying to play out, and basically, I think, I can't remember, it was McAllister, I think, it got off him. And then obviously, Mitoma plays in March, and obviously that's 1-0, so that's good. Konate wasn't as good as... I mean, the whole back four weren't good today. The whole back four weren't good today. Robertson was probably the better of the back four, let's be honest. Fabinho, poor. Thiago, poor. No, actually, Thiago was... No, I mean, either Thiago or Fabinho would have been substituted, and I think Fabinho was the one that was substituted. And yes, he was. Henderson. He was lucky not to be sent off, in my opinion. I have seen the tackle back. And let's say he left a little bit in on Caicedo. I think he was lucky. I think he was very, very lucky to not be sent off. Gakpo wasn't his day. Wasn't his day. Oxlade-Chamberlain. How Carvalho is not getting in ahead of Oxlade-Chamberlain, who is leaving the club? Who is leaving the club? I will say that now. Who is leaving the club at the end of the season? He gets the game over Carvalho again. Now I know Carvalho isn't a wide player, but put Gakpo on the left. Put Gakpo on the left, or put Salah through the middle. Put Carvalho on the right hand side. But then again, no. We'll play Oxlade-Chamberlain through the middle, and we'll put Gakpo on the left. Okay. Substitutions. Gomez, poor. Keita, waste of time. Harvey Elliott didn't really get many minutes, did he? And good to see Ben Doak come on, but I'm lost for words, guys. I am absolutely lost for words what happened out there today. Absolutely lost for words. It's just not good. It is not good enough. In my opinion, it's between City and PSG Madrid to win the Champions League. The only thing is at least with Eric Ten Hag so look believable to win something. That is true. Great show last night. Thank you very much. At least you guys aren't joined bottom like we are. That's the only positive I can give you guys. Yeah. I heard there were the protests today, James. Let me know in the chat. I did see a few things about Everton today. I was at the Forest game, looked pretty depressed. Yeah, I can understand. I enjoy it. Enjoy it. Why are we not changing the midfield area? It's the same since 2018-19. I have no idea, mate. Absolutely no idea. Not great. Not great, is it? James, we're getting closer to you guys. Todd Bowley is clueless. Leicester have more losses than Nottingham Forest. Shows how poor Leicester are as well. Yeah. I think Brad and Chris actually called for Rodgers to be sacked immediately after tonight. So we'll wait and see. I cannot see that happening, Seamus. I don't see City catching an 8-point gap. I think it comes down to that game at the Emirates on the 15th of February. Now, what I will say, we will be doing a watch along to that game, because it is on Amazon Prime. So obviously, I'll be able to watch it. I'll be watching that game, very, very interestingly, because that for me, I wouldn't say it's quite a title decider, but it could be potentially one of those. Arsenal still have to play City twice. Yep. Arsenal Man United title battle rolling back the years this season. Yeah, we haven't had one since 2001, 2002? No, 2002, 2003. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good point. The last one would have been 2002, 2003. Because then it was Chelsea. Arsenal won the league in 03, 04. And then it was Chelsea Arsenal for a couple of years. And it was Chelsea Manchester United. Yeah, that's a good point, Seamus. That's a very good point. It's already over and Arsenal win halfway through. Well, load of shit. Remember, this is Arsenal. It's not March yet. Todd us. Yeah, exactly. And us, yeah. Arsenal this season remind me of Liverpool in the 1920 season. Yeah, they do. They certainly do. Chelsea be like Barcelona. If they keep spending like that, FFP surely creep up. There is no such thing as FFP. There is no such thing as FFP. Let me just put that out there now. There is no such thing as FFP when it comes to clubs like Chelsea, Manchester City, PSG, Barcelona. Doesn't belong to them. Doesn't belong to them. So, yeah. Arsenal are a good side, but I still think Spurs will beat them. Liverpool with a great team. I didn't say that. Everyone knows that I try to be as unbiased as possible, and I did not say that. I did not say those words. This season reminds me of United last season. At least we can't lose 9-0 in aggregate against United. That's true. That is very, very true. Liverpool doesn't have a creative midfielder. It's either a creative midfielder. Is it a creative midfielder that we need? We need more than 2 to 3 midfielders. Let me be honest with you. Let me be honest. That absolutely. Yeah, Mr. B, you are above us. You are above us, but well deserved. Well deserved. A good win against Brentford. Bournemouth, sorry. I think Arsenal would beat say the Emerson, lose to them at the Etihad. Plus, look at the FA Cup game. Not this week coming, but the next game week, I think it is. That's true. That is very, very true. Even Mr. B for life, another good result for you guys. Yep. Cheers, James. Shame about Everton, bro. The team isn't good enough, Mr. B for life. They would struggle to stay in the Championship, let alone staying up in the Premier League. Yeah, absolutely. There are some Brighton players like Mitoma, Trossard, and McAllister who would look for a big move. Trossard's done, elevator. Trossard's done. He put out a statement yesterday blaming De Zerbi for the breakdown in communication between them. Now, when you do that, when you take on your manager, I'm sorry, there's only one winner in that, and I think De Zerbi has done the right thing. I think you look at the midfield for Brighton today. Okay, with Caicedo and McAllister, but have they sort of hinted that they want to have a move? Trossard is the only one that seems to have wanted to. Yeah, I think you just have to say that they are very, very good midfielders, Mr. Caicedo and McAllister. And we knew that Brighton had a better midfield than us anyway. We knew that Brighton had a better midfield than us anyway. But it's not looking good. Who's they were Liverpool fans? Did you speak to all of them or just read some tweets? Oh, really, Mark Brighton's scouting system, the buy players who are unknown who just fit the structure. That is very, very true. At least you didn't lose out on another player to Chelsea. Yeah, I know. Exactly. Thiago was overrated. He is coming to the end of his contract next season. And that is something we're going to have to talk about in the future as well. Still need to... have we really replaced Gini Van Elden? Have we? I don't think we have. I don't think we have, to be honest with you. Could have got a better days than today. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I'm saying Moyes. Interesting. Doag did okay again. Yep. Leeds have signed Jorginho Rutter from Hoffenheim. Just another thing that came up. Gakpo will come good. Still way too early to judge him. Yeah, 100%. He's only played 2 games. I mean, people are saying, are we going to look better when like Jota comes back, when Diaz comes back? I don't know. I really don't know. Panoff is in. I love Panoff. Up you're good. Oxen K basically left the club. They should be nowhere near the pitch, but it's bare bones and we're forced into. Yeah, that is true. That is also true, Brian. That is also very, very true. That is also very, very true. Gakpo needs time to adjust. Everton in this crisis keep hold of Frank Lampard. They're only heading one direction with the Championship. Sooner they make that change, the better chance Everton have of getting out of this fight. Yeah, definitely. There were, Douglas, and there were fans outside the ground giving lots of stick to the players when they were leaving the ground. When that happens, that does not sound good, because it just sounds like you basically put on the glasses that Men in Black put on, and basically all you just want is that screwdriver or that pen just to click it and just go click. And just think that it's not happened. And look, this is the second time in 12 months that you guys have been in the relegation zone. It's not looking good. West Ham are in the relegation zone as well, which is ridiculous. Actually, when I look at the table, right? When I actually look at the table, the 3 teams that are in the relegation zone right now are actually on 15 points. So it is very, very tight at the moment. It is very, very tight at the moment. It is very, very tight. Very, very tight as well, if we're being honest. I just say that Premier League table. Yeah. So the 3 teams that are in the relegation zone right now are on 15 points. So Southampton are bottom on 15 points. Everton, 19th, 15 points. But Southampton's got minus 17 goal difference. Everton have got minus 11. West Ham, 18th, 15 points. So it's getting very, very tight down there. It's getting very, very tight. Interesting enough, Leeds are 14th, for 2 points clear of the bottom of the league. Southampton, yeah. It's getting tight. It's getting tight. I mean, Bournemouth are only a point off the relegation zone. Wolves are 2 points off the relegation zone. Leicester are 2 points off the relegation zone. Leeds, 2 points off the relegation zone. Forest are giving themselves a bit of like a 5-point sort of cushion now between them. So I think any team from 13 downward goes down. I think so. No manager can save us, the true red. The team isn't good enough. That entire club is in turmoil from top to bottom. Can we talk about Jota? Is he injury prone? I think yes. I think he is. I think he is, Brian. I think we've got a problem there. We seem to keep signing injury prone players, don't we? And that seems to be the way. That seems to be the way at the moment. But for me, I do think he's injury prone. I do think he's injury prone. That game is 2 days after the Merseyside derby. It is, yes, that's right. Because we play on the Monday, don't we? We play on the Monday, and then it's the dreaded game against Real Madrid the weekend after, I think it is. I think it's the weekend after. If Klopp walks, who replaces him? I hate to say it, but it's looking like Pep Linders. I have a feeling it might be Pep Linders. I hope not. I hope not, but it does feel like that way. This isn't a quick fix even. Signing one midfielder in this window isn't enough. What is going on is affecting everyone at the club. It's worrying times for Liverpool. It certainly is. It certainly is. At least it's on a Monday, not on Sunday, elevator, because it's my birthday that day, and I could do with a stress-free day. Your birthday's on a Sunday. Interesting. James, I am meant to get in touch with you, actually. I am meant to get in touch with you, but I will speak to Chris as well. To be honest, the derby is going to be interesting. We keep playing poorly. It certainly will be. James, is it true fans are giving the players stick when arriving to Goodison Park? Ooh. Replay doesn't help either. I don't think we'll win that either. Nope. I do not think we will win that. Wolves got a massive win today against West Ham. They look hungrier than we do at the moment. Let me just say that. They look hungrier than we do at the moment. This week against Wolves, I'd be shocked if Klopp played a strong side. I'd scrap the cup if I were him. Yeah, I think so. I think so as well. Trossard is angry because they activated the year in his deal. Oh, did they? I see. No, they weren't the true red. We're giving them a welcome and support. We did it towards the end of last season to motivate them to get us out of trouble. Liverpool need to play Carvalho. Rutter is a striker. Yeah. Interesting. Apologise is probably one of the best reporters said that recently the players have not stopped playing for Klopp. Why say that? The season is obvious the players have stopped playing for him. I think it's just basically people want to sort of cover their backs, Chris, to be honest with you. I think it's just wanting to sort of cover their backs for what's been a really, really poor season. But yeah, it's just one of those. Guys, we are 44 minutes in. As I said, please do hit that like button and also please do hit that subscribe button. We will go around for another 15 minutes as well. So we'll do that as well. Douglas, FSG out? No, what a gutless showing. Gary, hope you're good, mate. Hope you're good. Everton beat Southampton 2-1 at St Mary's, having come from behind today. Southampton beat Everton 2-1 at Goodison from coming from behind 2 bottlers. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Southampton and Everton will go down, and after that, I'd say at least 4 teams will be allowed to avoid 18th come the end of the season. I think so. I think so as well. But whoops, Paqueta must be very pissed off. Yeah, terrible decision to go to West Ham. Yeah, seen a video of some fans outside the ground waiting for the players to come out of Goodison Park. I've seen it on Twitter. The true red is not good at all. We played Real Madrid after the Newcastle go. Jesus. That's a game I'm not looking forward to either, is Newcastle. Not looking forward to that game at all. Are they injury prone when we buy them, though, or are we making them injury prone? I think we're making them injury prone. We don't have a club doctor, for goodness sake. We don't have a club doctor. It's as simple as that. If you don't have a club doctor, then that's worrying. That is worrying when you don't have a club doctor. No worries, no probs. Panov, good question. In 5 years, Aidan Harris, hello. In 5 years, Southend United will win the Premier League. I like how people dream. Never say never. Leicester did it. Maybe you could as well. Maybe you could as well. Yani Merzim Ali. Well, hello, first of all. Yeah, deserve one for Ryan. Yeah, they were absolutely fantastic. They were absolutely fantastic. They were. Let's be honest. They were fantastic. They certainly were. Hi, Aidan. Seamus, I've been thinking this as well. Salah does look a bit of a shadow of the player that he was. I do think he does look a bit of the shadow of the player in the last few games in the midfield. No good. He's been played as a sort of a touchline winger. He's definitely more forward than he has been. Let me just say that. But it's not looking good for Mo, because he is actually being asked to sort of play a different role, I think, from Jurgen Klopp this season. I think he has been told to play a different role. But it is one of those things, isn't it? Hi, Luca. Could we potentially see all three promoted teams stay up? That's possible. That is very, very possible. I think Bournemouth are probably the ones to potentially go down, because I think they've kind of lost their managerial bounce with Gary O'Neill. Forest seem to be picking up a bit of form, which is obviously good for them. So yeah, so many big players down tools. This Linder's book has more control his style, and all the change of the backroom staff. Something stinks at Liverpool right now. Yeah, it does. It does, mate. It does. You're absolutely right. It does. I thought we brought a doctor in. If we did, we did. But I haven't seen anything about us bringing in a doctor or anything like that. Just we Callum Powell. We're turning into Arsene Wenger's team now. Loads of injuries and lots of weak, skillful players, and we won't win nothing like this. That was a worry. That was a big worry as well. That was a big worry. It certainly was. Trust we got Callum Powell. Send the link. Oh, Mike. What? Oh, Mike. I think I might. Next side against Chelsea is 100% must win for Liverpool, especially with it being at Anfield. Yes, 100%. Right. Let me just let me send the link to Michael, because I will imagine that you'll have loads of things to say. And let me just say, I know some of the things that he will be saying. I will know some of those things that he will be saying. I mean, guys, do you think Jurgen Klopp is done? I don't think he is, but you never know. Where are you, Mike? Where are you, Mike? There we go. There we go. I've sent you the link, Mike. I've sent you the link, so there we go. I'm sure. Oopsie. I'm sure we're using the NHS for the hospital right now. It feels like it, doesn't it? It feels like it. Chelsea Liverpool's a relegation game. That score could be anything on Saturday. Could be anything. Anything you want to predict, wouldn't you? Anything you would want to predict. It was just. Do you know what? It just feels that Chelsea Liverpool game could get ugly. That Chelsea Liverpool game could get ugly. Both teams can't play again. Both teams can't pass the ball. That could get ugly. I think we'll beat Chelsea, to be honest, at Anfield. We don't lose at Anfield these days. Remember the Leeds game, Chelsea in the bigger crisis out ever. Yeah. Will Mudryk get sent off on his debut? That'd be funny. That'd be very, very funny. Liverpool Chelsea relegation battle. I hope not. I don't think it will be. I don't think it will be. Klopp isn't done, but is Klopp done with Liverpool? That's my worry. Everyone's been mentioning the 7-year sort of itch, haven't they? They've been sort of mentioning that 7-year itch, but I listened to that game today against Brighton, and honestly, Brighton are a better side than us at this moment in time because they have a plan, they have a good manager, they're playing for the manager, and they have a bloody better midfield than us. I mean, we had Jordan Henderson, Fabinho, and Thiago against Moises Caicedo and Alexis McAllister. Now, two of them played at the World Cup for both Ecuador and Argentina. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. Elevator, we're not getting relegated. Let me just say that we won't get relegated. We won't get relegated. Let me just say that the Liverpool Chelsea game cannot be a draw. I'm just getting to that stage now where basically we're just going to say this now that I don't know. I do not know. Can it not be a draw? I don't think it will be. I do not think it will be. Yeah, exactly. McAllister won the World Cup. He won the World Cup. I mean, all right, we had obviously Jordan Henderson in midfield today. But Henderson, I'm sorry, but Henderson's lost his legs. He has lost his legs completely. He has lost his legs completely. And when you do, that's what happens when you get to sort of age sort of 30. Like, I'll be honest, I think one of the signs of the summer has definitely been Casemiro for Manchester United. But today, Fabinho looked more like a 39-year-old than a 29-year-old. Let me just say that. It just something isn't right. Something isn't right. Liverpool and Chelsea won't be dragged further down in the relegation fight. Not a chance. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think our home form could actually save us from embarrassment. Let me just say that. I think it could. You can see next weekend, Chelsea, Liverpool, whoever is showing the game live, headline battle for the sack. That could potentially happen as well. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Mike.
There we go. Now you can see me better.
Wow.
How you doing, Doug?
I don't know what to say.
I don't either. Doug, you know. In these times, you can understand that there's more important things than football. So that's at least a good thing. You can pick a movie, you can watch it, TV show. That was terrible. I mean, Doug, I'm not going to lie. I'm Klopp out.
Are you?
That performance today signals to me that players don't care anymore. They're not with the manager. And even Klopp looks done. He looks like a ghost on the sideline. That's not Jurgen Klopp.
Have you seen the photo of Klopp?
No, what photo?
Looks almost like he's praying.
Well, he was thanking the fans, so that I can understand. Like,
yeah.
I don't want people to say to me in the chat right now saying, "You're ungrateful. It's only one bad season." This sort of stuff. When players are not playing for the manager, and that was evident today. No, Doug, nobody on that pitch was playing for Klopp. I'm sorry, nobody. And that's the saddest thing. Like, okay, we've been tactically done in every single game this season. But when you're not fighting, that's a big worry. And that's what it was today.
Yeah.
Nobody fought. We got outplayed by Seagulls. And shout out to Brighton. They're an amazing team. Seagulls. Yeah. Come on, man. This is Liverpool Football Club. We're no mid-table team. We have 6 Champions Leagues. 19 Premier League titles. I don't know how many FA Cups, League Cups. This is not the standard I go for. And you could say, "Oh, it's only one bad season. What's the worry?" Doug, if we get new players, do you trust Klopp to have another rebuild?
I think I said on Twitter earlier that Klopp looks a broken man, and I wouldn't be surprised if he walks at the end of the season. Would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be either, Doug. What was the okay? You remember what the reason was why he re-signed his contract?
Yeah.
Because his wife was happy in Liverpool. It wasn't anything about the football club or anything like it. It's because his wife loved Liverpool. That's fine. If you love living in the city, that's okay. But clearly, there's something. I know it's the owners, and people can say, "Oh, Klopp hasn't been backed," and this sort of stuff. I totally agree. Midfield is terrible. Defensively, we look shockingly bad. But when I see a performance like that, and we haven't even been good since the World Cup. Let's keep it honest. We had good 45 minutes against Aston Villa, and that's it. Otherwise, it's been diabolical. I was thinking to myself, I was like, Klopp, you have the winter break. You have the World Cup break. Maybe you can change something. Get a new kick into these players. Still flat.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand people saying, Michael, you're stupid. Why would you want Klopp out? I think this whole club just needs a whole new refresh. New manager, new owners, new players. And that's probably the best thing going forward for them.
Yeah. I mean, Paul says here, with the way us and Chelsea are playing, it'll be a 2-2 draw. Both teams scoring own goals. That's how bad we both are.
I mean, let's go with 5-5 at this rate.
Yeah. I ain't even confident for the FA Cup replay on Tuesday. I think we'll get beaten as well.
Wait, are we playing Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh. Somebody just end this season, please, man. Wait. Oh yeah, we are playing Tuesday. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. And even I mean, I look at the games that we played past the World Cup, and Aston Villa, yes, we were good in that game. Leicester, we were lucky to win. They scored all 3 goals for us. That was embarrassing. It's 2 goals, sorry.
Okay, Doug, let me just ask you. I don't want this to make into a club out, club in thing, but how close are you actually to being Klopp out? Because clearly he hasn't tactically changed. He hasn't, and that's my worry.
He has made a lot of bad decisions this season. I would have to say he has made a lot of bad decisions. But I'm never going to be Klopp out. No, I'm never going to be Klopp out.
Doug, I understand your point of view and say it's a sentimental. Is it more sentimental value for you and for everything he's done for this club? Because look, I'm not ungrateful. I'm fair. He has brought titles to this club, something we haven't seen in the Premier League for a long time. I'm very grateful, but it's been 7 years. It's been amazing. Dortmund, Barcelona, I could go on and on. Norwich, it's been amazing, but maybe it's just time for a change.
If Klopp was to say go, who would you want in?
I'll say this, and I think James Dunlop said that he's not going to be sacked. I don't think FSG will do it.
No, definitely not.
They just have too much connection with him. The only way I see it is he resigns.
Yeah,
that's the only way. And if who do I want in?
I mean, would Liverpool accept a Simeone if he leaves Atletico? I don't think they would.
I think he would ask for too much money anyways, and we wouldn't pay.
Yeah, it'd be box office. He would certainly be box office, but
you know what? I would just do it because he would have so much shithousery on the other teams, and other teams in the Premier League would just hate it. That's what I would be in for. But no, never, no. Liverpool are not predicated on playing boring football. No. We're an attacking side. We will always be. I know. Roy Hudson. Go ahead.
What crisis do you think is worse, this one or the 2021 crisis? Let's be honest. This season, yeah. Seamus says Henderson, Fabinho both lost their legs.
Dog. I see. This is the problem. He keeps playing. I don't want to single him out. I don't want to do it. Jordan Henderson, just go away, please. I'm sorry, bro.
Poor. He has been poor.
No, he's been poor all season, and even last season he was poor. Please, Jordan, you are a captain for the Premier League side. I will always love you. Please, just go away. I'm sorry. Please.
Yeah, I think his time as a starting midfielder is definitely over. Henderson's 10 years. Jesus, Henderson's 10 years older than Alexis McAllister. FSG is stupid enough to say Klopp tomorrow morning I will go on an outrage. Klopp was to go, he would walk, and he's earned the right to walk before he was brought to Liverpool. He does look like a broken man. Yeah, I said at the start. I thought we were great against Villa either. Apart from a sort of a 10-minute spell where we looked really good. Yeah, I agree. Klopp pins, says Carl. Klopp walks, we are definitely done.
And I don't want this to make it into a debate and people saying, oh, why are you Klopp out? If you're Klopp in, I fully understand. I'm just a person where if we keep in I just can't trust him with a rebuild. He didn't do it. When he goes to a new club, he starts fresh. That's fine. When he is asked to rebuild a squad, it hasn't worked out. It just hasn't. But that's not the only reason why I want him out. It's just tactically, he isn't changing. Like, we're getting done. Every single game, we're getting out-coached. Out-coached. Come on. De Zerbi, Lopetegui. It has to be better. It has to be.
Yeah. I mean, people are saying we're going to improve when the other players come by, but I'm not so sure we will.
No, we're not. Look at... Doug, what performance were you like this season where you're like, wow, that was a dominant Liverpool performance. We were really good. What game?
I mean, the 9-0 is now actually looking like an absolute fluke.
Okay, other than that, what game have we looked like? You know what, Liverpool, that's a Klopp team right there.
Man City at home.
That was just a defensive masterclass, and Joe Gomez and Van Dijk were amazing that day. But yeah, that was a great performance. I agree with that.
Crikey, there's no many, is there? That's bad. Napoli at home maybe, but even though Napoli are already through anyway, so. But I mean,
and I don't want people saying Rangers away.
Rangers away, yeah.
No, Rangers were terrible.
We went behind that game. We were 1-1 at halftime against Rangers.
It's not even just with today. It's just not tactically. It's just. When you see players giving up, that's the worst thing.
Oh, yeah.
As any football fan, you just don't want to see it. And when I see, like, I've been very fair and saying, like I already said it earlier in the stream, you had the winter break. Change something. Nothing's changed. That's a sad part about it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going into every single game now not confident that we'll get any wins.
Today, I predicted a 3-1 loss.
I said 2-1 Brighton. I said 2-1 Brighton. Because there's just a moment where you basically look at what Brighton are doing, and they're in fantastic form. Let's just say that. Yep. I mean, they scored 5 against Middlesbrough. They scored 4 against Everton. They've scored 3 against us.
Look, no, I'm not taking anything away. Brighton are an amazing team. Like, they're playing better than under Potter, which is crazy to think.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Mitoma is looking amazing. But right now, it's too easy to play. We're the easiest team to play in the Premier League. I would even say Europe. Honestly. Like,
oh, yeah.
All you need to do is attack Liverpool down the middle, force it out wide, and that's it. Like, it's so easy. It's so embarrassing. When you played Liverpool back in the, like, season and a half ago, we go in a 1-0 lead, we got it. Now, even if we go 2-0 up, nothing. We're going to bottle it. That just shows you. Go ahead.
I said at the start of the stream that was probably the worst performance of the Jurgen Klopp era. Would you agree?
Yeah, because that 5-0 against Man City away was more just Sadio Mane getting a red card and poor defending. But now, today was just bad. Diabolical, man. We looked like a relegation team out there, dog. We really did. Even Preston North End would beat us.
They got smashed by Norwich City today. And
hey, actually, fair play. Temo Pukki scored 2 goals today and got an assist. So
yeah,
even Norwich City would beat us. Oh man,
Although Tom May, hello Tom, big up to you, my friend. I think we're the easiest team to play against at the moment.
Oh yeah.
He's an Evertonian, so you can understand how he's feeling at the moment.
Oh man. Ow. Liverpool Liverpool the city. Oh, they're going through a tough time with the football teams.
Merseyside is feeling blue this evening.
Oh, Doug, they're 19th.
Yeah.
It ain't looking good for the city. It ain't looking good for the city.
If they don't get rid of Lampard, they're going down.
When he got hired, I said it's not a good hiring. He's not a good. I understand that, maybe attacking wise they're not a good team. Everton, they don't have the attacking prowess. Like Dominic Calvert-Lewin does not look like the same guy, but Lampard tactically is not and nothing. He's nothing. He had one good season with Chelsea, did well with Derby County, but realistically, is he actually a good manager? For me, no.
No, he's not. No. I've never rated him as a manager.
Nope, neither have I. Honestly, I said this before the season. He's going to be sacked, and they're going to bring in Sean Dyche.
Yeah. James says no manager can save us. I mean, I think you're right about Sean Dyche. I really do. Yep. Right, I'm going to actually ask you a question. So, I'm going to go through our next sort of 6 fixtures, right? So
don't.
Wolves in the FA Cup, win, draw or loss. Yeah. Liverpool, Chelsea. That is the one I think we can win because of how bad Chelsea actually are.
You know what? 4-4 draw.
4-4. Oh Christ! Then we go back to Molineux. Yeah. Then it's the derby at Anfield.
Okay, if Everton have a new manager, is a draw.
Yeah. And then it's Newcastle away.
Oh.
And then, just to make us feel so much better, Real Madrid at home.
You know what's funny, Doug? I was actually looking at tickets to go to the away match for Real Madrid. Huh. I ain't going. Oh, no way. No way. If players and manager are going to perform like that, I don't want to give my hard-earned money. No way.
No.
I feel every fan today that went to Brighton should get their money back for that performance. Because
100%.
We offer nothing. Doug, did you see the stats today?
Yeah.
Like let me go back and look at these stats because Brighton had 62% ball possession, 9 shots on target. Do you know when was our first corner of the game?
The 91st minute, I think.
Yep. That just tells you everything. I don't need to speak anymore because I don't need to speak anymore.
Yeah, I absolutely not. Against Aston Villa is the worst game under Klopp.
To me, that was more Adrian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. We are as bad.
Go ahead.
We are bad, but we're not as bad as Everton.
I mean, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to.
That's true. At least Liverpool say they've got the Eurovision Song Contest. It's funny we're speaking on a Liverpool defeat and we bring up the Eurovision Song Contest. That's how low we've actually got.
Oh Jesus. God.
Wow, fans chasing Anthony Gordon in his car, running down the street after him. That's how bad it's got.
Oh, you should actually check Twitter, Doug. Yerry Mina was talking to the fans.
Oh.
Yeah, you should talk. You actually should see it. I don't know. Like, I love Merseyside, but the Merseyside accent is fantastic. But I don't know how Yerry Mina can understand them because it's not his first language.
Yeah, that's true. No one can save us. We're in a major mess, and I don't think anyone wants that. I think Lampard will get signed. Sean Dyche will be appointed, and everyone will still go down, in my opinion. You're going to fail 7-2. Finishing second that many times has broken these players. Does feel like that. It does feel like that. It's not looking good for both our clubs at the moment. No, definitely not. Hello, Napoon. Hope you're good. Jean will be back soon. Willie?
What is Jota gonna save? What?
Is Jota a midfielder?
It's not even just the midfielder, dog. Like, is Jota the manager? Is Jota the assistant manager? The assistant manager?
Yeah. I mean, I'm missing Luis Diaz much as anything.
You know who I feel bad for is Cody Gakpo.
Oh yeah, me too. He's been at the club for
3
2
weeks.
games now.
Yeah.
And already people are getting on his back.
I'm not getting on his back. Huh? No way. He got no service today.
No, nothing. Salah looks completely.
No, I'm sorry, Doug. Like, we gave him 330,000 a week or 350,000 a week. I expect better performances. Come on, Salah. You're my guy. I have your jersey. Step up. When the team is, you have to take the game. I understand you need service to receive the ball from the midfield. You have to take initiative. But no, he looks deflated. He looks like he doesn't want to play. He's there for a contract at the moment. That's all I see.
Yeah, and literally we're having to play Ox left side of attack as well.
That just shows you. It just shows you, man. Everybody can say a year or 2 years ago, Liverpool were the best run club. We're probably one of the worst run clubs in the world. In the world.
Oh yeah.
Worse than freaking Colombian teams, Uruguayan teams, Indonesian teams. That's how bad we are. And I mean, Doug, we have all this money. It's not like Liverpool are broke or anything like it when we were under Gillette. We have money, and we choose not to spend it. Fucking sorry for my language, people. Fucking FSG spent 250 million on a baseball player just last week or 2 weeks ago. Come on.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. And you wonder why Liverpool fans now are getting ever and ever so close to basically protesting against the owners, because there's been a lack of investment.
Doug, I've told you this before when I've been on the channel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe. But I've told you, after that winter transfer window in 2021, when we only signed Ben Davies and Kabak, I said, I'm done with these owners. Clearly, they don't want to back any manager that comes in, whether it's Klopp or Enrique or Flick or any manager. They're not going to back him sufficiently. Look at Chelsea. They get Todd Bowley. They're about to spend 100 million on Mudryk.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's diabolical from these owners. Diabolical. They're just stealing money.
Oh yeah.
And people could say, "Oh, look, they've expanded Anfield. They opened a new training ground." I don't care. What puts people in the seats at the stadium and gets people buying the jerseys? It's what you produce on the pitch. And right now, ain't nobody buying a Liverpool kit. Huh? Nobody.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing as well, I've been saying this for a number of years, and I've been saying this for a number of shows that I've been on. Our right-hand side is dreadful. The right-hand side of our team is absolutely dreadful.
I wouldn't say that. It's just, they were so good last season, Salah and Trent together. They were so good. It's more just the midfield, Doug. It really is. Like, Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago are so washed. It's not more Thiago. I feel like Thiago, if he has more better ball-playing midfielders, it would be better. But Henderson and Fabinho, like, these guys look like League One teams. These guys could not even be starting for Stevenage at this point. Stevenage!
Yeah. So, what is there to look forward to now?
Nothing. End this season. If you're a Liverpool fan, if you travel away, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to book tickets for Estonia, Albania, and Lithuania. Because I pray we don't play in the Conference League or Europa League. I hope. Just get a whole total refresh. Just focus one game at a time, develop this team, and let's see where we're at next season. If it's with Klopp or somebody else, but we need a total refresh. Please, somebody. I beg we get new owners they spend money on the positions that we need. We don't need new attackers. We have 5 attackers. We're good in that position. We need midfield. We need a... God, I don't know, Doug. Man, it's just so frustrating because the signs were there, but we just said, no, we don't want to deal with it. It's so disappointing.
I mean, how have we gone from a team that was fighting on all 4 fronts last season to now basically being out of the top 4 race, being out of the Carabao Cup, being out of the Premier League title race? We'll probably go to the FA Cup on Tuesday, and Champions League. I mean, that could get ugly. The Champions League game against Real Madrid.
I mean, luckily Real Madrid are not playing the greatest at the moment, but just the quality they have, and Real Madrid are different on Champions League nights, and they're our daddy. Like, they own us in the Champions League. So I don't think it's going to get any better. I predicted that we were going to suffer a heavy defeat. I didn't think it was going to be Brighton. I still think we're going to get shellacked by somebody.
Oh, I think it's coming soon.
Yep.
I actually fear it could be Newcastle away. I actually fear that could be the case, but
yeah.
But whatever. But I suppose we just literally wait and see what happens. I don't think FSG would get rid of Klopp.
No,
I don't think they would.
I think it's going to take a couple more defeats, and Klopp is like, you know what? Let me just take a year off. Let me just enjoy time with my family. I think that's what's going to happen here. I just don't think they're going to sack him. I really don't. I don't think they want to pay him off.
No.
It's not even just more a sentimental value. I don't think they want to pay him.
No, definitely not. Yeah. And guys, obviously, if you did miss the FSG debate, I obviously go and advise you to go and check that out, because there was a lot of interesting points, and all of the panel were FSG out. So I would go obviously and then watch that.
I didn't watch the debate, Dog, but what I want to know is how many of those guys were FSG in before the season?
None of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
None of them. I mean,
So, Doug, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I don't mean to be rude, but why is nobody protesting at Anfield? Because I would be.
I think you will see a protest on Saturday. I think you will.
It better be. Go ahead.
I don't think it'll get to the extent of what Everton did today with basically getting the players going after the players in their cars. I don't think it'll get to that stage.
No, it won't get to that stage, no.
James Redmond said the fans are to blame. The fans?
Maybe just the fans haven't demanded it as much from the owners as maybe they thought they would.
Yeah. But Michael, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate you coming on. And
I wish I could have come in better times, Doug. I
wish it was in better circumstances. Let me just say that. But
exactly.
But no, tell other people where they can find you.
Well, I mean, if you want to watch everything about football, you can check out the Michael Talks Football channel. And everybody, subscribe to the Dog. Always a great guy. Even though we might have different opinions on the manager right now, it's all about just the better for Liverpool. That's the main thing here. But right now, like, it's deflating. It really is. It's just more of you have to watch them. I don't want to watch them, but you have to.
Yeah, absolutely. James, I absolutely agree with you. For the Merseyside derby Anfield, there could be a double protest. There could well be.
That could be, yep.
There could well be. And Carl says, in 2005, we were piss poor in the league and won the Champions League. Football's a funny old game, and you never know. Yeah, that Champions League side in 2005 should never have won that Champions League. How we won that Champions League, I will never know.
The football gods were on us that season. The football gods were with us. Yeah, imagine, Dog, we win the Champions I can't even think about it. Chelsea and Liverpool are still in the Champions League. Do people realize that?
Yeah, I think Dortmund will put Chelsea out. I think Dortmund will put Chelsea out. I think Inter Milan will put Tottenham out. Leipzig, Man City. I can't see Man
City
going.
City will win. Man City will win.
Yeah, absolutely. True Red has actually said, oops, Rodgers will get 18 million if he gets sacked. Leicester have double the defeats than us. They have 12 defeats. And how Rodgers hasn't been sacked yet, I'll never know. And
apparently
that's a
they
good
don't
point
have
as
money
well.
either.
Yeah, surprised West Ham fans haven't started protesting, to be honest with you. Well, I think West Ham, for me, I don't think they'll go down, but I think there is a bit of sad circumstances because obviously David Gold, I think, passed away.
Yeah, he passed away. Yeah.
So I don't see them protesting right now. The only English club I see going through is Man City.
Do you think David Moyes is going to get sacked?
I think if they lose next week against Everton.
Wait. Are they in the relegation zone now?
Yeah. The three teams they're in the relegation zone are on 15 points each.
Wow. This is
Leicester are 2 points off the relegation zone.
Wow, this is a crazy season. This is unbelievable. I mean, even Nottingham Forest are 8 points behind us.
Yeah. I didn't really want to mention that. Things can. I will leave everyone with this. Things have to get better, right? But what I say now, this man needs our support more than ever. Thank you for watching. Good night.